you, everybody. Welcome to today's section on how to activate and sell on e-commerce platform. So I'll be taking us through the processes involved in listing e-commerce platform from local e-commerce platforms we have in Nigeria down to the international e-commerce platforms we have in US, in UK, and even in Asia. So briefly, I have prepared a slide for this section. I think I have 40 minutes, so I'll be presenting for 25 minutes. Then we have about 15 minutes to interact and ask questions.
All right, sir. Thank you. I've granted you permission to share your slide, so you can please
Okay.
proceed.
So if you can see my screen, let me know.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So I'll begin now. So I've been introduced as David Imechi, an e-commerce expert and Amazon analyst. So far I've listed about over 100 African products on Amazon. And if time will permit us, I'll walk us through some of these products and I'll let us know what we've done to ensure these products are out there. And I'll also walk us through, okay, so a table of content. So this is what we'll be discussing today. Of course, we'll start with the definition of e-commerce. Some of us, I believe some of us that are here have not yet listed any product. When I use the word listed, I mean sell on Amazon. So I'm walking us through the process of how to list on Amazon or Jumia or even eBay or any other e-commerce platform of your choice. I will giving us a breakdown of the local and international e-commerce platform we have. And most importantly, I will giving us a list of profitable products to sell on e-commerce. See, not all products will do well on e-commerce platforms. So I'll giving us a list based on my experience so far. And also number 5 on the list or table of content will be to give us a breakdown of the processes involved. You know, it can be very elaborate and complicated if you really don't understand this process. I'll take my time to narrow down each and explain each of these steps. Then when we start, we know what we are doing. And then the list on the table will be interactive section. So of course, what is e-commerce? Sorry, let me drag this out a little. Okay, yeah. So what is e-commerce? Of course, if you go to jumia.com, amazon.com, you see pictures of products. So actually, you're not seeing the actual product, but you are seeing the image. So it is the image of the product that you are seeing and the copywriting that will convince you to buy that product. So in essence, it's like an electronic commerce. It is a virtual product you are seeing that will convince you to buy the actual product. So when you make an order based on what you have seen, the images, then the e-commerce owner, that is the e-commerce platform, either Jumia, Amazon, or eBay, will now send the product down to your choosing address. But of course, you have to pay for it. So for me, it is a transfer of goods and services online. Everything is done online, payments and delivery until it gets to your final destination. So e-commerce platforms, we have local and international. So these local are those ones that are familiar in Nigeria. Those ones, some of them are owned by Nigerians. We have Jumia, which I believe everyone here should be heard or should be familiar or would even have patronized Jumia. You have Konga, you have Gigi, you have Paypot, and some of them have actually died down. You want Alex. You see, some of the biggest challenge they have is logistics. Logistics, if all of them, even Jumia, is also facing logistics problem, and it's something that is common in Nigeria. So also we have international commerce platforms. We have Amazon, we have eBay, Shopify, Alibaba, we have AliExpress, ST, Walmart. So I'll walk you through basically for the purpose of this presentation. I'll focus more on the two largest e-commerce platforms, locally and internationally. For Nigeria, I'll focus on the Jumia, Nigeria, if I want to refer to local e-commerce platforms. While for international, I'll focus on Amazon, because Amazon seems to be the largest e-commerce platform in the world. So all through the presentation, I'll be referencing Jumia and Amazon, because I believe every other e-commerce platform fall within these two. Yes, before you can activate or sell on any e-commerce platform, please, if you have questions, just you can jot them down or you write them somewhere. when it's time for interactive section, I will attend to all the questions. So yes, like I said earlier, before you can sell any e-commerce platform, you should have a product. So you don't just go there. Hello, please, if you can hear me, just say something because I know my network is complete right now.
Yes,
Hello,
we
can
can
anyone
hear
hear me?
you,
Okay,
but
thank you
your
very much.
audio fluctuated a bit. But we can hear you now.
Okay,
It's very much stable.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So you must have a product in mind that you want to sell. You might not necessarily be the one producing these products, but if you can have a means of sourcing for this product so that they are always in stock. So from my experience, these are categories of products. An example of products in this category that have done well over the past, it can be on Amazon or in Jumia, or I believe I got this record from Amazon. So you have the grocery and government food, you have your honey, you have tiger nut flour. I'll just give you two examples. There are a lot of them, but these two are doing well. We have beauty and personal care. You have your African black soap. You have the shea butter. And see the funny thing, we Africans, we don't value what we have. If you see the way the whites, the US, the UK people, they rush these products. We are in Africa, we just see it and then we prefer the imported soaps and imported cream. Whereas they are, dying to get what we have over here. You have your arts and crafts, you have woodwork, you have woven baskets, you have clothes and accessories, you have t-shirts, you have shorts. I won't advise you to go and do agbada. Yes, because number one is time consuming. The weight, when you consider shipping, by the time you calculate your shipping and FBA, that's the amount Amazon charges to ship to your customer, you won't be making much profit. So most times I advise people to go for products that have lesser weight. That's why you can see shorts and you can see t-shirts. You have books, either your own books, like own copyright or public works, as if you have license to sell other person's book. You have home and kitchen, you have table mats, can be decor mats, you have seasoning and spice, it can be suya spice, it can be chili pepper and the likes. Under electronics, yes, you can sell laptops, sell cameras. So there are a lot of them, but these few, if you have any in mind, you can go into them and I can tell you, you make a lot of profit, a lot of serious profit. So next on this slide, okay. So process of listing on any e-commerce platform. You see, like I told you earlier, we're going to focus on Jumia and Amazon. So if you want to list on Jumia and probably you've not listed before, you've not sold on Jumia, first thing you do is just go to their website, jumia.ng/market as vendor. There's a form there, you fill the form, where you provide your name, your email address, your rest, those basic information. There's a training video there for you to watch. And no send to the link to your account. Very, very straightforward. At 30 minutes now, you have your stage. So once you have your account, this is the first stage. So for Amazon, this process, Amazon is more complicated because the US is a lot of information before you can actually open an account. And let me say this here, as a Nigerian, in Nigeria, an Amazon account in Nigeria to speak currently. Although Amazon is coming to Nigeria next year by April, we pray it works. But as I speak to you, you cannot open an Amazon account in Nigeria. But of course, someone can open it for you in US, and then you can manage it here, which is currently what I have been doing. We have US open or US own account, even UK, and I manage it down here in Nigeria. So to own an Amazon account, you can visit the you have an email address, business location in US, preferably. If you are selling Amazon US, they have Amazon US, they have Amazon UK, and even Amazon Canada like that. You can then you have your business location, your type of business, and your business name. Information very important. Amazon, see, US don't play with tax information. You will need your TIN number. That is, if you are a resident in US, you have this number TIN. So you get your tax information from there. You have your bank account information, credit card details, government issued ID, and then most importantly, you choose a seller plan. You see, there are two seller plans on Amazon. the individual and the professional seller plan. Now, let me give you the difference so that you understand. Yeah, the individual seller plan, the basic difference is that you are charged $0.99 for every sale on Amazon. That means if you are using the individual seller plan. And you cannot sell more than 40 products in a month on Amazon with this plan. But for the professional seller plan, you are charged $39.99 every month. You can sell hundreds and thousands of products. You have a lot of features. You're able to optimize your product. You have optimized inventory. You have a lot of features, and this is what I would advise you use if you want to sell on Amazon. You even have access to FBA, FBM. That is, Amazon will ship and sell your product down to the customer. So you can choose any of these you want. So when you go to that site, make sure you have all these items, all these materials handy, because you are going to need them to complete your registration on Amazon. So yes, once you product, and then you have opened your seller account, the next thing you need is product copyright. This is a thorough write-up elaborating every part of the product. So if you go to Amazon, so let's see, let's take a sample, because I like to be what happens when you go to Amazon. So when you go to Amazon.com, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. But at some
Okay.
point
So if
we
you
had
look at this product, this is an African product. The product detail page this is the product detail page. You can see the title. Then when you scroll down, you see the bullet points. These are bullet points about this item. This explains the features of this product you are seeing here. And then you have the product description somewhere down here. These are what makes up the product copyright. Now, if you go through that copy or that product, you see that the product description, the title, the key features, this explains everything about the product, the benefits, what the product is used for, where it's sourced from, why you should buy this product. So the essence of this is to ensure that the product is appealing to the customer, so that the customer is convinced to buy the product. Most times, you actually professional product description or product copywriting for you. The another most important, the third thing you must have before you list on e-commerce platform is product images. Now, this must be taken professionally in a clean background, shows part of the product. So let's go now. If you look at this product, this is the front view of the product. The next image is the back view. And have other aspects of the product fees, and features of the product. So if you want to list products, once you've gotten a product, your account, another thing you must have is your copywriting, describing the product, then product images. Then once your product images are set and ready, the next thing you must have is UPC. Now, product UPC is a code. Every product has a unique code before it can be listed. These codes are actually placed on each item before they are sent to the e-commerce company, either Amazon, most importantly Amazon. For this case, this is done to aid tracking of the product, so that the product can actually be tracked. So if you send 1,000 products, each of them will be having this barcode on them, so that it helps to track the product easily. Now, the meaning of UPC is Universal Product Code. So you can get, most preferably, Amazon prefers GS1 barcode. And I believe GS1 has an office. So if you want to get one, you can go to them. So once your product barcode has been set, the next thing you need to consider is prepping and shipping. Yes, so if you want to sell in the US market, you need a shipping company that will ship your products from Nigeria down to either US or UK. Now, prepping is you have to prepare your product to ensure it conforms to international standards. They are the ones that will generate this UPC and place on each product. They are the ones that will generate shipping labels to ship your product from Nigeria to US, and then another shipping label that will ship it from US to either Amazon warehouse or eBay warehouse or any e-commerce warehouse. So and they are the ones that also track your product to ensure it gets to its final destination. So they will give you a lot of forms, commercial invoice, drop-off form, where you put information about your product. So when you get any shipping company, I have a lot of them. You have DHL, you have Ship on Nigeria, and the likes. You can ship with any of them to ensure your product gets to the e-commerce facility of your choice. Now, let me go back again. Products. If you want to sell on an e-commerce platform, I'll give you an example of product that sells very well. Another thing you must have is a seller account. I've given you process or procedures of opening a local account, Jumia, and an international account, Amazon. Product copywriting, describing your products, copy to describe your products, product image, professionally showing every part and uses and features of your product. Product UPC, barcode. Every product needs a barcode. Call them UPC, Universal Product Code, which will be used to list your product on that platform, Amazon, for an example. And then when you go to your shipping company, they will now prepare your product, put in that barcode, pack it in a box, and then send it to the e-commerce facility. Probably if it's the US, you want it, Amazon, then they will ship it there for you. Now, in conclusion and summary, now you must have a registered product. So if you want to sell, for instance, a US and with a food product, you must have FDA. You can get FDA online. You can meet one of these consultants of FDA. In Nigeria, a lot of them, you can get FDA from them. If you want to sell food product, also you also need NAFDAC. Probably in the Nigerian market, NAFDAC is not necessarily needed in US to sell food products in US. But of course, when you want to ship in large quantity, there might be some NAFDAC agents that might be there. And if you don't have a NAFDAC number, it might be a problem. So it is safer to have the NAFDAC number before you ship for food products. If it's cosmetics or woodworks or clothes, you don't necessarily need NAFDAC. You can start small. You see, we have, from my experience, I've listed persons that started with 50 products, only 50 products. And I speak to you, she's doing 1,000 products every month as I speak to you on Amazon. So you can start small. It's not for people that has 1 million in their account. No, it is for everybody. Small business. You can start small. You can start with 50. You also your sales progress. You can now start 100. You can do 200, 300, 500. $1,000 to be entering your account every month. So you can start small, then you scale up your business. Number 3 is to understand the market. You have to understand the market. Before you on any e-commerce, even Jumia, you have to understand the market, understand the competition, the price. You might have a very wonderful product, a very good product. But if your pricing is wrong, you will just keep your product there. And after some time, to get expired, you'll be at a loss. You have to understand the right pricing. At times, it might be 1 cent that will make you not to sell out. 1 cent. Someone might be selling for $12.99 and you are selling for $13, and people will be buying $12.99. So you have to understand all this pricing and everything you need to put in place. So understand your competition. If your competition are mostly big branded products and you're not yet a brand, you might not do well because they have the capital and the brand to scale up their business. So go for those. I prefer most times African products, very light, small, like the examples I've given you, and you'll just be making your steady, profit, steady income entering into your account. From my experience, we had a customer one time. She listed a Adire laptop bag. This laptop bags are shown with Adire. Now, Ankara rather. She was selling for $50. I want another customer that was selling just a short, this thing you call boxers, a knicker. Yeah. Now, the Adire woman that sells laptop bag was selling for $50. The lady selling the sneakers was selling for $9.99. Now, the woman selling the bag sells $50, but she makes like 1 or 2 sales in a month. But the woman selling shorts makes minimum of 3 to 5 sales in a day. Now, what do you think will make more profit? You want to ask regular sale. So your product might be small, your pricing might be low, but you are making a regular and frequency. At the end of the day, when you check your sales and your profit, you are making a lot of money. Now that dollar is around 710 naira. So if you are making roughly $5 on each sale on Amazon, the month you are a big boy, a big girl. So you have to understand the market, like I said, understand the price and competition. Yes, have capital to boost sales. I started with 100 of a product, so now have capital to boost sales. So people at first, the first 1 or 2 months might not make the profit you are seeking. But I tell you, e-commerce, international platform is very profitable. So once you have capital, by the time you ship 50 months, maybe in 2 months' time, in a month time, it's better to ship 200. So you should have capital to boost your business in terms of shipping, in terms of restocking, that is the point, in terms of adverts. Because most times you might have to push 1 or 2 adverts so that people get familiarized with your product on that platform. So if you go to even Amazon Jumia, they run adverts. There's some product running adverts to be on that first page. So at some point, if your product is new, you need this advert. And as well, you also need review. So if your product is a good product, you have review, you also need advert to push up your scale. And most importantly, number 5, you must have a shipping partner or shipping company. Yes. People that will always be ready to ship your product to your destination. Shipping company that is good not to delay your shipping. Shipping company that is good enough to rectify any is supposed to go to US by next week, Monday. And you might encounter some challenges, delay, maybe weather delay, maybe duty fee, maybe custom is clearing it. You must have a shipping company that is vibrant and ready to clear all this for you and then give you the right information on shipping, because the laws of shipping in the US market is not the same as the UK market. So you must understand all this before you move on. So this is just a summary, a conclusion. I believe at this point I'll be taking questions. I know some of our questions. Before I started, I was given a list of questions to provide the answers to. So I believe some of these questions have been answered already. So I'll just go through a few of them. I just have like 3 minutes to round up my section so that we can go into questions fully. So I will use the 3 minutes to respond to some of these questions I've been given here on the slide, which I have took my time to put them on the slide before I can get questions from each of us. So what international e-commerce platforms are open to Nigeria? Like I said, you can sell in any of them. But for those ones like Amazon, that you can open your account from Nigeria, you might need to open your account in US. So you might have someone in US opens the account, uses his bank credit account, uses his bank account in US, uses his address and location. Then you can from here and be monitoring and optimizing the account for sales. That is just what you need to do. There are some that you can open from here. You can open your Jumia account if you want to do local from here in Nigeria. You can open some other international e-commerce sites right here in Nigeria. So number 2, what do I need to boost sales in e-commerce? If you want to boost sales in e-commerce, make sure you have number 1, a good product. So you must do your research. Number 2, make sure your product copywriting is top notch and that your product images properly describes your product, showing every feature and part of your product. Because people don't see your product, it's the image and the copywriting that will convince them. So if they are not appealing, nobody will even look at it the second time. So the third thing you must do once these first 3 have been put in place is to ensure you have capital for a little advert, also push your sale, also push your product to the first page. Once people see your product, they'll keep buying. At some point, the algorithm of Amazon, I think Dreamer also does it. Once your product sells often, at some point to be on the first page naturally. They call it organic ranking. I'm not able to run advert, that product name to come up. But for a start, you might need capital to run advert. How can shipping and returns be handled? So like you need a shipping partner that will ship your product from Nigeria to US, then from US to your shipping e-commerce facility. Now, if you have returns, there are 2 kinds of returns. Number 1 is refund. Number 2 is removal. So if you have a refund, if a customer buys your product on Amazon and they don't like it, it's not up to their expectation, they will refund it, they will send it back, and Amazon will charge you for that. So they will send it back to their Amazon FBA warehouse. Probably, if the product is damaged, they will return it to you, and you send it back to your warehouse in the US, or probably if you want it to be sent to Nigeria. Now, the removal order is if you list your product on Amazon, and I can tell you this for a fact, if your product has been there for 180 days and you've not sold anything, they will send it back to you. Oh, sorry. Yes, they will send it back to you. So you must ensure you do everything to ensure that you sell out. If you don't sell out, they will send your product back to you. Okay. So you must, so that's what we call removal order. So if your product has been there for 180 days or more, it has not even sold anyone, they will send it back to your registered address in the US. If it's UK, registered address in the UK. How can a small business stand out? This is number 2 and number 3 are the same. Have a good product, copywriting, image must be intact, have capital for advert and stock. Make sure you're never out of stock, because when you're out of stock, it depletes your optimization. You have to like start afresh your optimization. So all the sales you have generated, you have to start again. So make sure you're never out of stock. Number 5, what do you advise on exchange rate conversion and pricing? Yes, for the pricing, like I told you earlier, make sure you run analysis on your price. If your competitors are selling at $12, you can sell at 11.99. You can even sell at 10.99. Do not start with the same price with them, because they have been in the market. Make your price appealing. When people start buying your product and they like it, at some point you're the one that will increase your price. So this is just what you know about pricing. For your exchange rate, if you are dealing with Amazon, everything is in dollar. You pay them in dollar and they pay you also in dollars. So you might feel the brunt if you are paying, they are charging you in dollars to list and all that. But by the time they are paying you in dollars, when your profits are coming in, you will be at the happy end. So this is all just what you need to know about selling on e-commerce and on Amazon platform. So thank you very much for your time. At this point, I will
Thank you
take
so much,
questions.
sir.
So I will stop sharing my screen now.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I mean, it has been an awesome time learning how to activate and sell on e-commerce platform. Thank you so much for your knowledge. In fact, myself too, I had to jot down a lot of things, and the small business owners who are on are really learning a lot from you. Thank you so much for your time. So we'll go to questions proper now. If you have questions, comments, if you need clarification, please raise a hand. I will grant 2 audio while the other people can put their question in the chat section. So, sir, before questions were coming in, so we have one question coming from Adebola Food. Okay, please raise your hand. We can only take 2 audio, while the other questions should be in the chat box. Okay, Adebola, I've granted you permission. Please unmute your mic and ask your question. Adebola Food, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, good afternoon, or good morning, house.
Good
I don't know
afternoon.
if you can hear me as well.
Morning. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Please go on with your question.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I won't lie to you, the network is very bad. I hardly hear the conversation. So just going on and off. I don't know, maybe it's from my hand here or not. But briefly, my question goes thus. I want our lecturer to explain to us the cost implication. Maybe I've spoken about it. I didn't hear or not. I don't know. The cost implication. How do they charge? I mean, Amazon or Jumia charge for the service. That is number one. Number two, what is the process? Okay, if you sign on, if you do everything, that you fill the form and everything, how does the process goes? Is it that if you see any buyer from the Amazon platform, you will send individual to them, or you send it in bulk, or maybe I don't know, maybe it's in batches. You send it from Nigeria through your maybe DHL or UPS, you send it to the Amazon store. From there, they will not pick it up. Or I just want any clarification about that aspect. And the third one, the return policy. I think he explained to me, but there was a glitch in the network during that period. The return policy should maybe you send it to the place and maybe the product has some issues. Are they going to return it to Nigeria, or I just want you to explain further about that aspect? Those are the 3 questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. And unmute your
I think I
mic
can
now.
just take it off from there. I think I explained this. Maybe I'm sorry about the network. Okay, so about your return policy, like I said earlier, let me even go back to how you ship your product first of all. So when you want to ship your product to Amazon, the first thing you do from Nigeria, You send it to a shipping company in Nigeria. You have DHL, you have Ship to Nigeria. These are the ones I've worked with. You have UPS.
How many do you, sorry to cut you short. How many do you send? Is it Amazon that will give you, okay, you send 50, send 100, or you're the one that will decide, or based on the
You
demand?
decide on your
Is after
quantity.
demand you send
You decide on your quantity.
that you want to
decide on
send to
your
them?
quantity. Yes. So first,
Yeah.
like I gave an example, we have a customer that started with 50. Now she's doing 1,000. She started with us, started listing, I think January. This is July. She started with 50 in January. This is July. She dropped off 1,000 packs of her product. And she has been doing that since last month. So you start small so that you don't be at a loss. Understand the market, first of all. When you understand the market, you have a price in mind. Most people don't have price. Sorry, they don't have product rather. You have a product, then write pricing. And when you send to your shipping company will now send it to Amazon. There are two ways to sell on Amazon, FBA and FBM. I think I skipped this out in my presentation. FBA is fulfillment by Amazon. Means Amazon will sell and ship your product to the customer. FBM, it means you as a seller, you are the one that will ship and sell to the buyer. But most times I prefer everyone use FBA because none of us is living in the US. And for you to even pay any staff in the US to do that for you is very, very high. So once you are able to send your product to Amazon warehouse, once the shipping company, now there's an address. Once you have a seller account, it is from your Amazon seller account that you will generate that shipping label that will be put on your box. So the shipping company, once they see that shipping label, they already know the destination. So you have to do is to pay them. They will ship it to that destination, which is the Amazon FBA warehouse. So once your product is there, you can, from the Amazon account, which you have opened, track your shipment. You are from there to track your shipment. You can also from that end know how many products you have in stock. So if you shipped 100, it's remaining 20. You already know you have to start restocking. So about the return and refunds, I said there are two types of returns. If your product is on Amazon, the buyer buys your product, they don't like it. There might be a lot of reasons. It might be the quality, it might be delay in delivering, a lot of reasons. They can return it. It's called refund. So Amazon, we go back, pick the products from the buyer, and send it back to the FBA warehouse until another buyer buys the product again. Now, the other one is removal order. If your product is in Amazon warehouse for 180 days and you have not made one sale, Amazon will automatically create a removal order for you and ship the product back to you. So if you are in US, they will ship it to your US address and you will pay for it, for them to ship it to your US address. So in order not to be at a loss, you have to understand your product very well, understand the market, understand the pricing. I can recommend shipping company for you, but I think what I'll do is after this presentation, I will make this slide available to the organizers. That is Kisha Consulting. They can share it with everyone here because most of the questions I can see has already been answered. If you want to get UPC, I say from the list, just go to GS1 company. Just Google GS1. You have a company in Lagos. You can get your UPC from them. I believe I've answered your question, sir. So next person, please.
Thank you so much for that insight on Adibola's food. Adibola, please, you can lower your hand now. We have another hand from Suliat. So please, your video is off. We can't see you again. If you don't mind, we would like to keep you on the video call. Okay, thank you so much. You're back on. So we have Suliat. Suliat, I've granted you permission. Please go ahead and ask your questions.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks
Welcome.
so much for this session. It's been amazing. It's been mind-blowing. Thanks so much. God bless you. So I actually sell skincare products and I formulate them. I sell both hair care and skincare products. And the problem I discovered is when I get foreign clients from international countries, let's say Germany, America, UK, when I get foreign clients like that, the problem is all about shipping because DHL will tell you, or Sendbox, they will tell you that they don't go to some particular countries and I have to unlabel the package, I have to unlabel the products, I have to remove the stickers, like they don't ship cosmetics products. I got a lot of complaint and restrictions like that. So I don't know if there is any way I can go about it, because I think they don't allow made in Nigeria branded cosmetics products. Although they are going to weigh it for you, give you the actual amount, do the everything, but the problem is just shipping, the shipping problem. So that's my question actually.
Okay. I see you say you are selling cosmetic products.
Yes,
Is your destination US? Are you trying to sell the US market?
yes, I get clients from UK, US, foreign clients like that. But the
Okay.
problem is about shipping. They don't. They would. DHL will tell you, or the Sendbox will tell you that they don't ship cosmetics products at a point,
Mm.
like they don't move it to a particular country like that.
Okay. I don't know who gave you that information, but from my experience, we shipped out a lot of made in Nigeria cosmetic products. Shea
No,
butter is under cosmetic. Black soap is under
no, no,
cosmetic.
no, not really. Shea butter like lightning lotion.
Lightening lotion.
All right.
You need to provide. There's a list, safety data sheet, SDS sheet. This list contains most times your ingredients. So every country, like I told you earlier, have their own rules for shipping and policy.
Yes,
So there are
yes,
some constituents in your ingredient that might not be allowed in that country. And
exactly.
it is duty of that shipping company to provide you with that information.
That's what they said.
You
Yes.
get. And also one other thing that will help you is FDA. Most times, once you have FDA number on that product, you'll be allowed to ship. So you have to
Okay.
get an FDA, Food and Drug Administration is like you have NAFDAC in Nigeria. So if you can bash and get your FDA, once they see your FDA number, most times they can ship your product.
Okay, okay. Thanks so much. God bless you.
So
Thank
what
you
I'll
very
do
much.
is this: I will send a list of 2 other shipping companies I've worked with in Nigeria, and I'll also provide my slide because I'm going through the questions. Sorry, I could not do that when I was presenting. I even noticed I was too fast, network was slow, so I
No
apologize for that.
problem. No
I will
problem.
provide my slide and then the name of shipping company and even the GS1 address, so that those
All
of you
right,
that have questions, everything will
all
just be fine.
right, sir.
Thank
Thank you
you very
so much.
much.
God bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for that answer to Suliat's question. We really appreciate. If you have further questions, we still have Mr. David here, and he has been giving us knowledge and insight on how to activate and sell on e-commerce platform. Thank you so much, sir. It has been an amazing time learning how small businesses can actually ship their products outside Nigeria. So we have one question coming from one business owner, and then the person is asking that how does she handle VAT on Jumia? You know, when you list your product on Jumia and then they're asking for VAT and then percentage of tax, how is that being handled on this e-commerce platform?
Okay, yes. As a general rule, every e-commerce is like they operate on the same level, both international and e-commerce. So for your VAT, let me not even use the word VAT. Let me use the word referral. Now, every e-commerce, for instance, if you are selling at 10, let's say 10 naira. Now, e-commerce will take a percentage. Every product category has its own percentage. For my experience, if you are dealing on food, based on your product weight and dimension, if your price is 10 naira, the e-commerce can take 3 naira, 7 naira goes to you. So that 3 naira is referral and FBA. I'm using Amazon terms. FBA means the shipping, the e-commerce company will pack your product and then they will send it, they will ship it to the consumer. So that will cost about 3 to 10 naira. If your price is, 3 to 4 naira, if your price is 10 naira. So you have to run the price analysis. In the essence, my point is this: you have to understand, number one, how much referral the e-commerce company is going to take on my product if you list at this price. So before you fix the price, you have to understand this. And most times, an expert will do this for you. So if your product is 50, so the more your price, most times, the more the referral fee. And the higher or the bigger your product is, the more the referral fee, because it takes more to ship a product with a bigger weight than a product with a lighter weight. So your referral and the FBA charge, that is to ship and transport your product, will be taken by the e-commerce. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones advertising your product. They are the ones shipping your product to the final consumer. You get, and they are the ones also, running ads and all that so that people see your product. So they are like a platform. So you are paying them for that work. So they will deduct that from your sale, and that will be done from your price. So you have to fix a price that you are still making profit, even if they take off their percentage. So
Wow.
that word you are using as VAT is called referral fee and probably the shipping fee.
Wow,
So that's
thank you so much for that enlightenment. Thank you. We really appreciate. So one more question coming for Jumia Nigeria. So for Jumia Nigeria, do you have to be registered on CAC? And does Jumia make payments to your personal account, or it has to be your business account? So you're muted. We cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. So for Jumia, just like I told you, once you are filling the form, they will ask for all this information. So most times, as an individual, you can sell on Jumia and they can pay into your individual account. If you're using a business account, it is at the point of registration you provide that detail. So whatever information, whatever bank account you fill at that point of registration, either individual, in that business, that's what they will pay you into. Just like Amazon, you can pick either individual seller account or professional account. So at the end of the day, if your seller account name is, for instance, David Nechi, my name, my business name has to be that, when you have a business, if my business is Share Butter Enterprise, there's a part on owner, your CAC part, where you have your business name, the owner's name is there. So that your owner's name must correspond with that your bank name. If it is the brand name you are using, it must also correspond with that your bank name, so that people don't end up doing fraud and all that. And this is one of the big reasons why Jumia refused to get sellers from Nigeria. And you can't open your account in Nigeria. Aside from logistics, just the issue of fraud, 80% fraud. So either you're using your individual account or your business account, whatever one you use there, Jumia or Amazon will pay you to that account. You
Okay.
get?
Yes. Thank
Is there another question?
Sure. Just one more question we had earlier on. The person was asking, since there's a restriction to Amazon in Nigeria, and you said that hopefully we're expecting that Amazon will be in Nigeria by next month. I mean, that would be a lot of progress for SMEs. Somebody is asking, is it possible that when they download VPN, I don't know how that works, if there can be, in case they don't have somebody in the US or the UK to do that for them, how can they navigate that? And then are
Yeah, I saw
there
that. I
ways?
think what Mr. Henry asked that question. Please don't
Yes.
do that for Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon is the biggest e-commerce site in the world. They did not get there by plane. You want to adjust your VPN, you need to. If you go through my slide, you see all the information that is needed. Your business address and location. Amazon will confirm. You get. They need your tax, they need your bank and everything. They will confirm. That is what they do. So if you want to, change your VPN, do it from Nigeria, it might go for the first phase. But by the time they start reviewing your registration, you won't even go and they will block that account. Just pray there's no money yet in the account. So the best one for Amazon is to use either a UK or a US address that has all the needed information. Because even the account I was working on last month, it was owned by a Nigerian, but he did not open it in Nigeria. He had to go to his US address and did everything there, and then he came back. So please do not do that for Amazon.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. And so, just one last question before we finally round off. As an Amazon expert that you are, and your product and your profile says that you've listed over 100 African products on Amazon, and we can see that you are very passionate in helping small businesses. So, how can these small businesses who are in Nigeria but are willing to put their business in Amazon, how can they navigate that process? Since you're already an expert in this, is it like they have to consult with you, or they have to go through you, or what are the ways that they can navigate easily to make sure that they are listed on these international websites?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I was expecting this. So for those of you that are interested, selling on Jumia or on Amazon, there are two ways. Number one, you can do it yourself, or you pay a professional to do it for you. The professional will open the account, will manage the account, do the registration. It's not just opening an account. It's not just putting your product out there. Someone needs to monitor the product, monitor the progress of the product, ensure that it is selling, ensure that adverts are properly run, ensure that inventory are monitored so that you restock on time. So if you want to do it yourself, you can do Amazon yourself. You can do Jumia yourself. I have shown you from my slide. When you get the slide, just go to the part for Jumia registration. Just follow those steps. It's very easy. You can open your account by yourself. But the work now is how to manage the account. For Amazon, Amazon is more complex. You might not be able to handle it yourself. But if you want to do it yourself, fine. Follow the process I have listed on my slide. Just go to their site, have those information I listed under it handy. Once you're able to open your account, if you can manage it, if I have to even explain how to manage Amazon account, the whole day might not be enough because it's more complex. And like I said earlier, it is one of the biggest e-commerce sites in the world. No matter how much you are selling, you are going to make profit because Amazon is open to over 300 million buyers. So either you do it yourself, you learn, follow the process I've given you, then learn it, or you get a professional like myself. There are also listing companies, even in Nigeria and in US. You can even contact them.
We have a glitch in the network. I'm sure we'll be back on.
They can do
Okay,
it
sir,
for you, manage the
can you
account
hear
for
me
you,
now?
and set it up for you. Or I'm also available. I also run that as well. So that is just it. Yourself, or you pay a professional to do it for you. Okay, I can hear you.
Yes,
Sorry, you couldn't hear me the last time.
yes, we
Hello.
had a glitch and then you went up at some point, so we didn't really can you hear me, Lee? Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yes, I think we're having issues with your network. It was just going off and on.
Hello.
Yes, I think we're having issues with your network. It was just going off and
Hello.
yes, I think we're having issues with your network. It was just going off and on. But I think it's stable now. I can hear you. Please unmute your mic.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, awesome. We can hear you
Hello.
now. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, awesome. We can hear you
Hello.
now. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much. Yes, yeah, yeah. Let me just.
Okay. So let me just summarize the point. Have a registered product, NAFDAC or FDA. That is a food product. Start small. You can start with 20. You can start with 10. You can start with 100. Understand the market. Know your competitor. Know your competitor. Understand the market. Understand the pricing. Have a capital at least. I can't recommend capital that you can start with. There are persons that started with 100,000. Some people started with $500. Some started with 200,000. So you have to understand. First thing you should calculate, because that will take bulk of your money, is shipping. You get a shipping partner, a shipping company. Discuss your shipping with them. Once you can solve shipping problem, you have solved 50% of your problem. If you want to sell on e-commerce platform, and then if you have an e-commerce professional that wants to list for you, they want to put you through the other process, UPC, photography, and the likes. But once you have a shipping partner, you solve 50% of the problem. That is for capital. Then, like I said, number 5, get a shipping partner or company. So if you have this in mind, then you are good to go. So I'll provide the slide and the name of shipping company, and then you can contact me via the organizers. Then we can take it off from there if you're interested. Either Jumia, either Amazon, either Shopify, any e-commerce that you want. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so, so much. We really appreciate your time.